Like Ray-Bans, those are unisex. Aviators, unisex.
No,
These
you're telling me there's
sexy
no
whites,
there's
unisex.
no Ray-Bans doesn't have like a men and a women's like catalog. The fuck they
That's just so
don't.
they can sell more sunglasses,
No,
Aaron.
no way.
Wake
There's
up.
no way they don't. I used to
Wake
have
up.
Ray-Bans. No, you're stupid. No, you're dumb. You're stupid. There's no way. And thank you all for joining us today. We are back, the Bus Stop Boys. Today, we are
Hello.
talking about the album from the late, great Juice WRLD, Legends Never Die. Garrett.
This one did die, though.
This one died.
This one did die. Heroes get remembered, but legends never die. Name that movie in the comments. Go on ahead. Like, subscribe. But we're going to talk about Juice WRLD. This is my first foray into Juice WRLD. I knew about his passing. I knew about his death, but it was a new name whenever all of those things came along. It was a very long album, and I feel like it's kind of difficult to judge a posthumous album because I always have the question, how much of it did he actually want to be released, and how much of it was just things that were never released that they said, let's put it on this album. You cannot make decisions when you're dead.
Are you saying like basically he made all these songs and that might not necessarily been the composition of the album he would have chosen?
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. That happens all
the
the time. That happens all the time. It's a team of people at that point that pick through his catalog. Oh, well, he had this one. This one never got released. I'm sure a lot of it was recorded for an album that he just couldn't finish. But I doubt he had, what was it, like 22 songs done
21 songs
before he died. Yeah, 21 songs. Like, it kind of felt like there was a lot of filler. But there are some serious gems on this album. Serious gems. And I'll talk about those here in a minute. Aaron, what did you think overall?
So kind of starting on Juice WRLD. So do you know kind of the story of how his passing kind of came about?
It was at an airport?
It was at an airport, yes. So he's from Chicago. Basically, he was leaving LA, coming back to Chicago. So they had already flown. The flight was over. They were getting off the plane. Somehow feds got involved and they ended up searching the plane, but they got wind of it. So he took a bunch of his drugs that he had on him and it ended up, overdosing him and killing him. He died in the hospital later on. But even like it said the federal agent even hit him with like some Narcan, trying to save his life. Like it was that bad. And then even, a couple of the people that were on the plane with him after the plane was actually searched, they found like a little bit of drugs, a gun. So those guys actually ended up getting arrested. That wasn't like the big part of the story, because somebody died. But yeah, those guys are still like dealing with that legal situation. So that's kind of wild. But
that is wild.
As far as the album, I've just never been that high on Juice WRLD, to be honest. He's got a couple songs here and there that I've liked in the past, but like his albums are kind of just the same thing to me. Like his albums don't do anything for me. They really don't. So I don't have much on that. Like there's a couple good songs.
There are a couple of good songs. I felt like he was very honest. I mean, a lot of it was talking about his drug use, which ultimately ended up being his demise. Yeah. So he was going there. He was talking about that was his secret, taking all these drugs. I think that was in Wishing Well. Wishing Well, I really liked. I thought that was a great track.
Okay.
But probably my favorite, and this is where I'm talking about I heard something new. I heard something that I had never heard before. he gave me that in the song Come and Go.
That was my favorite song of the album.
Come and Go was tight because it was like all of that pop punk emo music. It had that feel, that vibe, but it was Juice World on top. It was like a perfect blend of the two. And I'm not even really that into pop punk. I don't even really get off on that. But the fact I'd never heard it mixed in with rap, with Juice WRLD's style, his approach, and that definitely got me excited when I heard Come and Go.
Yeah, that was hands down my favorite song of the album. I actually thought that you were gonna dislike that because
I like
it was
that.
too genre blended, you know. But that's kind of been his style. Is kind of been like the emo, because he's definitely emo. Let's be real, but kind
Yeah,
of like the emo pop punk rap kind of thing, you know. So yeah, that hit it right on the nose. That song was great. I liked it. But that was one of like two for me. So
yeah. It was one of those albums that I was honestly just kind of waiting to be done with it.
yeah,
It felt like
yeah.
it was very long. I'm like, man,
Waiting to be done with it.
I'm waiting to be done with it. I had to stomach through. No offense to Juice WRLD fans out there. And again, I don't know if that was Juice WRLD's intent. I'm not sure if that's the way he wanted it to go, or if some rich white guy was like, let's just throw all this stuff on here and make a bunch of money.
You know
You just
the
don't
thing
know.
too about Juice World is like if you look up like his YouTube videos, like him just freestyling, this dude is sick. Like he can
Yeah,
rap, like he's got bars, like musically he's really like I think he's got a good music like ear, and like he's, you know what I'm saying? Like he's not necessarily like the best singer, like, and nowadays you don't have to be a good singer to be a singer. Essentially, you just
yeah,
have to sound good, but not in the
yep.
traditional sense of being a good singer. But like Juice World, like he had a very, very big fan base. Like I think like, and it sucks because this dude died. He was 21 when he died, right?
Yep.
21 years old. With the lyricism that I know he was capable of, like it would have been crazy to see this guy grow and mature and his music like kind of elevate and change. And I think Juice World really would have been dope. I really do.
Yeah,
Like 5-6 years from now, like when he kind of got away from this, like because this is like some like high school teenage style kind of music. Like I'm just not
right.
at that age group anymore to where like this is something I'll be bumping all the time. And so like it'd be crazy to see him as he got older and matured, kind of like you see like Taylor Swift when she was a kid. You see her get older and mature, and the music changes, even though it's trash, but it changes. You know what I'm saying?
Trash now. Trash now.
Kind of always was.
Hey, 1984 is tight.
89, 1989 was tight.
89.
Yeah,
1989.
you
Yeah,
don't even
sorry.
know
That,
it.
that
That's how
84
trash
is
it is.
important.
You can't even say it right. Fuck out of
Nah, nah, nah. Shake it
here.
off, man. Shake it off.
Fuck out of
Shake it
here.
off. Yeah, it would have
But
been
yeah, you get what I'm
interesting to
saying
see him
though. Like he
mature.
was just so young.
Yeah,
Like
yeah. And he had the talent. He just had to hone his craft a little bit, but unfortunately, he's not going to be able to get that opportunity. Rest in peace, Juice WRLD.
do you think we'll get another album like this?
Yeah, yeah, I do. At least like a mixtape or something. They're gonna keep digging through. They're gonna find, and it's gonna be the stuff that he probably didn't want on an album.
I don't know, cause did you hear the interlude on the album, "The Man, the Myth, the Legend"? It was just a couple different artists talking about Juice World, and they were like, and that was totally made just to hype him up, obviously, but they were saying some pretty good stuff about him, like how talented he is. So I know this dude was making shit all the time. He's probably got so many hidden lost tracks, man.
Yeah, I know, but there's a lot of them that he probably. I mean, as an artist, you're not gonna strike gold for even yourself every time. Yeah, you might not make whoever's buying it happy,
Yeah.
and things get cut for that reason. And those tracks, I would love to see come to light. But I'm sure there's a lot that he was like, man, that's just not my best work. Push that aside. And those are the types of things that people are digging for. I hear like Jimi Hendrix, he keeps coming out with new albums. Where's this stuff coming from? It's coming from his trash bin is where it's coming from.
And that's why it's not hitting the top of the charts anymore, huh?
Right. And it's Jimi Hendrix. So like if you put Jimi Hendrix's name on an album, it's going to sell. People know that.
So with your band, The Matters, like how many tracks do you think you've made and be like, we're done with this and never did it again?
Oh, way more than ones that made it.
Really?
Way more. Dude, I would say we probably try to write about 10 out of every 10 songs we write, one of them's good enough to like keep.
Really?
Yeah, and I think those are good odds. I think those are very good odds.
Shit, that's why I can't do it, man. I'm not that creative. I'm not creative.
A lot of times they don't even. Well, sometimes you hear an idea, you get an idea, you start to play with that idea, and for just whatever reason, you just cannot make it sound the way that you know it could sound. And instead of obsessing over that, you just move on to the next one.
Well, have you ever thought of it later on and then circled back and then fixed that sound that you couldn't get the first time?
Not necessarily that. Yes, that has happened. But what I do more often than not is if I'm writing another song, I'll remember, oh, there was a part in this one back then. We never used it. That part was good. Why don't I just grab that part, place it here?
Just drop that in there.
Just drop it in, see if it works. Yeah,
that's kind of cool.
But I'm sure he's got a lot. And rappers now, man, they are cranking out songs. You know that dude's probably in the studio just about every day, working on beats.
Yeah.
And only 21 of them made this album. So I think people are gonna have a lot to pull from.
Yeah, just too bad. Too bad he lost his life at such a young age. But, is what it is.
Yeah.
R.I.P. Juice WRLD.
Rest in peace, Juice WRLD. Thank you guys for joining us again for another episode of the Bus Stop Boys. Tune in next week. We're going to be doing something. I don't know what we're going to be doing.
Are we doing
Brandy?
Gonna be doing
I guess
something. We're doing Brandy, right?
Let's do Brandy.
Let's do Brandy.
Cinderella.
E to the Mo to the E to the Moesha.
What?
Hey, it's on Netflix now too.
That's right. What's your rating though? What's your rating?
Oh, did we not rate it?
We never did rating.
What?
We never did rating.
Yeah. Okay. 4.
4. Whoa.
Yeah. Didn't love it.
Whoa.
Didn't love it. It's not my lane.
Yeah.
Not my lane.
I'm gonna give it a solid 6. It was a 6.
Okay.
Come and Go, man. Come and Go saved it for me. That was something I've never heard before.
One song out of 21 songs gives it a higher rating?
Yeah.
There was 20 other tracks on there. Stop it.
I know. Most of them trash.
Stop it.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Well, take care, my friends.
This is the actual exit this time, folks. Peace out.
We were just punking you.
We were just punking you. We forgot to rate it. But, yeah. See you next time. Where we're talking about not Moesha. Her name, Brandy. We're going to be talking about Brandy.
We talking Brandy.
Yeah.